6.94. I thought it was 4 or 5 points. They deducted a point from Flores. That was too close for comfort, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I think that 5-6 points, a pretty fair margin. Good try,
but Kulpin, very interesting. He has a lot of weight in his leg. Very heavy leg. This is possibly why he's so slow moving. Corrie Sanders got very thin legs in comparison. Corrie Sanders in the white shorts and Kulpin in the gold shorts.
Now, it'll be interesting to see exactly what he is going to do. Is he going to be the attacking fighter type like most Russians, come forward and maul in like a tank? Or is he going to stand off because of that big left hand of Corrie Sanders?
Well, it'll be interesting. He's up against a southpaw, and I don't think he's been up against many southpaws in his career.
Well, he said actually his amateur career was filled with them. He said that Eastern Europe had a lot of amateur heavyweights. So he had a lot of experience. In the pro ranks, no.
But, you know, they have a lot of fights, the Russians, as amateurs. So they come into the professional ring very experienced, most of the Russian fighters.
Well, most of them are professionals one time before they get into the paid ranks. They become full-time fighters. And
good left hand coming in from Corrie Sanders, from the southpaw left hand, that is.
It'll be interesting to see Corrie test out that left hand of his. It really wasn't the hand so much as the base of the thumb. That's where the break was.
Well, early in his career, he also had a problem with his hand. He broke it in one of his fights, and I think it is a bit of a problem here. It must always be mentally a problem, because you don't know if you can really let it go flat out.
Kulpin trying to force the pace, but each time he moves in close onto Corrie, Corrie counters with a very good left hand of his.
Good left hand coming there from Corrie Sanders. Well, you can see why they call the Russian a tank, because he moves forward slowly, rolling in like a tank.
Well, fights like all these Russians do that we've seen in this country, they all do the same thing. Come forward slowly, but mauling and wearing you down.
Sanders is fighting the right way. He's got to keep away from him. It'll be a bonus if he scores a knockout here tonight. But he needs the rounds and he's got to work. Sanders hasn't fought since December last year when he fought in London against Gary Lane. And he went 8 rounds with Lane. He hurt that hand. This is his first fight that he's back since he hurt that round. So it might be a little bit of ring rust there with Corrie Sanders. He's just got to pick up the pace, and there's 10 rounds to go, so there's no good rushing it. They've got a long, long way to go.
Yes, not a great deal of real damage coming from either man at this stage. They're feeling one another out.
This is to be expected in a heavyweight fight. You don't get that much action. The big blows come in, and then you have the action.
There's the left hand of Sanders going to work. He landed with a good left to the body and a glancing left to the head. But the left hand did go through there. The end of
Sanders did enough to change it around, and that little person there. We're into round 2 of this international heavyweight contest between Corrie Sanders in the white shorts with red trim and Nikolay Kulpin from Russia in the gold shorts. Very slow, ponderous opening round, not much action. Bit of a flurry at the end from Corrie Sanders, which possibly shaded the round for him.
Very interesting to see if Corrie does what he was told in the corner, and that's get in close and throw a left uppercut to the body and the head, because Harold Volbrecht obviously feels that's where the power will lie.
Well, the Russian got a few shots into the body there, so possibly his corner will tell him the same thing.
He's not scared to go in and work in close as the Russian. Quite happy to get him as close to Corrie as he can. Probably thinks that Corrie is more of a long-range puncher.
Well, he's showing no respect for Corrie Sanders. He's commanding the center ring, cutting the ring off, and mauling when he has to and getting up close. Not letting Sanders get up in the end of the jab, which Sanders should be doing. He should keep him right out in that right jab.
Yeah, Corrie is using that right jabber to any great extent. He used to be a good right jabber, but he's pawing it rather than
yes, he's not getting any sting behind the blow. That's no good, just pawing out like that. It doesn't score points.
Well, he collected a good left hand to the head there. Does land on his own, but can't afford to let himself open the shots to the head like that.
As he opened up, Kulpin scored to the right hand there, so he's no slouch. Kulpin very slow and methodical, but he's scoring with the odd good right hand there.
Hey, landed over the top with a nice left to the head as well then. What he does is land a punch and then go straight into the wall, which is holding back Corrie's chances of really getting into punching range.
Saunders can't afford to take chances here and leave himself open because the Russian has got quite a good right hand, and looking through his record, you can see he's got 9 stoppages, so he's no slouch when it comes to the punching power. Well, he's taken Corrie Saunders' best shots there, Leonard, and he's still coming forward.
And, Corrie is trying to be a bit too much of a counter puncher here. He's letting Kulpin do the work.
Oh, very good left hand there.
Oh, and that Kulpin's in trouble here. And another left, and Corrie has him on the rope. If he can steady him up, Kulpin clever enough to get into a clinch and hold him. But those left hands really hurt. And another one goes in. Corrie now looking for the opening to that left.
Those left hands really stunned the Russian, but I think if he covered, he's right back in with Saunders.
Pouring it on, mauling close, and working in there, using his weight.
Wow.
And
got Saunders a good left hand there.
2 left hands go in.
He's shaking Saunders.
Staggers Saunders back to the ropes with a left-hander.
Wow.
And another left.
What a great round, Joe.
And at the end of that round, Saunders was in a little bit of trouble.
Well,
You're hardly looking.
Great comeback there by Kulpin. Well, we should some great action here in the 3rd round. Both these fighters intent on landing that knockout punch.
Well, Kulpin certainly showing no respect for Corrie Saunders and his vaunted big left-hand punching. He's walking right into him.
Well, Corrie Saunders can take no chances here because this Russian's a strong man. He proved he can take Saunders' best shots and come back at him, which he did in that 2nd round. Saunders is fighting the wrong fight. He's got to keep the Russian out of that jab a bit, and he's not doing this. He's just going and allowing Kulpin to come in on the inside.
He's tasted a bit of the Russian's power, and I don't think he's too much at ease against it.
But he's going with that jab, and it's not very effective at all. He leaves himself open.
Oh, and a right hand.
Good right hand coming in. Another one to the body from
Kulpin working on him now on the ropes. That was a good right-hander from Kulpin that went through.
Well, this is a surprise. We didn't expect this from Kulpin. I've seen Saunders throw a decent jab in this round.
Kulpin's record shows that he can punch with some authority, and he's certainly doing a little bit of it here.
He's really stunned Saunders on a couple of occasions here.
Backs off well for that left-hander thrown by Corrie.
Another good left hand coming there from Saunders. The referee's got to telling Kulpin to keep his punches up. I don't think they were low.
No,
they were on the borderline to me.
They were banging into the side of the body.
Left to the side of the head there, which Corrie Saunders knows all about it, guys. He's taking too many shots from this tough, strong Russian who...
Kulpin has certainly found his mark. He's found his range, and he's actually doing remarkably well. He's going in quite confidently. Corrie is not too sure whether to attack or go into the counter.
Good defensive work there from Kulpin.
But the flurry of blows that Corrie is throwing are not really finding their mark.
Not very effective. All the effective shots are coming in from Nikolay Kulpin.
Well, there's a half a minute left in this round, and another one of those left hands bounces off Saunders. Not a lot of power in it. Saunders looking to his corner for advice.
Look at his eyes. There's a big welt under the left eye of Corrie Saunders. That just shows you the strength of the Russian punches.
Oh, and that's really, both were shaken by punches landed by the other.
Well, Corrie Saunders is making a mistake of leaving himself open when he goes into land punches, and he pays a penalty every time.
Well, that's the end of what I think was a fairly useful round in Kulpin's favour.
Very much so.
There you see them working on the eye. A big welt looming under the left eye of Corrie Saunders.
That's that right hand of Kulpin that's called that.
And there, that's where Corrie Saunders shook Kulpin, and Kulpin retaliated straight away, and Corrie was banged back onto his heels. There they work on the eye. Well worked with the eye swell there.
Well, now we see that good shots coming in from the Russian. Left the head, which really shook Corrie Saunders. We're into round 4. It's quite an exciting fight after a very slow start. It's become real hammer and tongs here going into the 4th round. And it could go either way. Both are landing big bombs. And the one that gets the correct punch is going to score a knockout here tonight.
Well, I'd like to see a bit more decisiveness coming out of Corrie Saunders. He's retreating a little bit too much. He's trying to be a counter puncher, and he's not being effective enough on the counter. He needs to get that with a good left hand. He needs to do more of that attacking, more forward of play, because on the retreat, he's not a happy fighter.
He's getting caught on the retreat. He's got to open up Kulpin with that right hand, right jab of his, and his right jab is very ineffective tonight. So he's allowing Kulpin to get on the inside and score with his right hand.
There was a time, too, when he hooked the jab off that right hand, and he was very good with it. But there's been no sign of that, not in this fight.
He keeps looking at his corner. His corner's not going to help him. He's got to get in there and fight. And I think he knows all about it. He knows he's got to fight on his hands out tonight.
The Russian lying on top of him.
Well, Kulpin's picked up the pace in that 3rd round, and that's all Kulpin here in the 4th round. Leaning on Saunders and getting a real hard time.
Kulpin fighting the kind of fight he wants to fight.
Well, he slowed the pace down to his pace. And this is where Saunders has made a mistake. He's got to use his speed and move around the ring and jab.
Well,
he can't stand there and trade punches with a man like Kulpin.
One good right hand from Saunders did get in. Oh, and we're being sprayed over the top here by a punch from Kulpin that landed on Saunders' head, and all the water shot out over it. But Kulpin fighting, Saunders fighting back there, lands with a couple of good shots, and Kulpin hangs on.
Well, this has been a real slugfest. No science here, no boxing. They just standing there slugging it out.
Bang, bang goes Kulpin, punches in, and then straight away he goes into the clinch.
Well, Kulpin gulping for air. As the altitude caught him, what is it? He seems very tired here midway through this 4th round. Taking deep breaths. Look at his mouth, it's open. Can he last the pace?
Still gets in with one good, solid left hand as Saunders walks into him. Saunders now being more aggressive, and that's what he has to do. He's got to force the pace. He's got to come on top of his man.
Saunders has taken a lot of shots here in the last 2 rounds.
But I think Kulpin is a little bit of a tired fighter at this stage.
He's tired drastically in this round. The pace has slowed very much. Just one shot at a time coming in from Kulpin.
Well, it needs a bit of confidence to be shown by Saunders here. He's allowing Kulpin to lie on him. There's no right jab. He's just flicking the shot out. There he lands with good ones to the head. This is a better Saunders.
In the corner at the interval there in the 4th round, he seems very tired and they're taking deep breaths. The Saunders has got to set him up now with that right hand. Oh, but as I said, a terrific shot coming in from Kulpin.
A right hand and banged away. Kulpin doesn't seem to be a puncher with enough power to stop Saunders in his tracks, but he's hurting him.
Well, he's not a one knockout puncher by the looks of things, but the combination of blows, those shots coming into the head can't be doing Saunders any good.
There's another right hand bangs into Saunders' head.
He's not keeping his left hand up but to pick up those right hands.
Not a great deal of defense coming from Saunders at all in this fight.
And he's going to pay the penalty if he carries on like this. There's a long way to go. We're only here into the 4th round of this fight scheduled for 10 rounds.
Well, that was one good left that did clip Kulpin. For a moment it hurt him, but and Saunders, for the first time, hooks his right.
He's pouring out of that right hand, which is no good. I haven't seen one decent left hand, right hand, sorry, coming from Saunders. The southpaw Saunders who leads with his right.
He seems somewhat reticent to let the left hand go, maybe worried about the effects of the damage. But he really needs to go with that shot, otherwise Kulpin will keep pouring on him like he is doing now.
As the fight progresses, Kulpin's weight's going to pay dividends because he's got the strength and the weight. He's just leaning on Saunders.
Well, there was one good left win from Saunders that it didn't land, unfortunately, but it does show he's quite prepared to let it go every now and again. He needs to do more of that.
I'm quite surprised at Saunders. He keeps looking to his corner. Doesn't he know his game plan? Has he got to keep looking to Harold Forber to tell him what to do? I'm quite surprised. He's got to get in there and fight. He must fight his own fight.
Better shots from Saunders. Kulpin fights back, but Saunders is clipping him with good short-range punches.
Well, as the referee broke on there, Saunders caught Kulpin with a very good right hand.
Kulpin in a bit of trouble here. Left hand bounces, a left hook, uppercut. And a right hand.
Well, a very, very tight Kulpin there against the gut. Now's the chance. Saunders going to pick him off with the right hand and let the left hand bombs go.
And not allow Kulpin to rely on him like he's doing now.
A very tight Kulpin, yeah. He took a very, very hard left hand as he came in there. You can see Kulpin there, his mouth open, gulping in the air. But he throws one shot at a time, but that's not going to be good enough.
Yes, he's landing shots, but no power in the mid-jaw.
And a very good round for Saunders. He picked up the pace there midway through the round, and he possibly shot.
Golf Digest introduces 8 ways to a better golf game. It can help you experience a game that's better all around. Get the 8 ways to a better golf game video. It's guaranteed to improve your game, and it's free with your paid subscription.
Order 12 issues of Golf Digest for just $19.77 now and get the latest video free. Call 800-242-6200. That's 800-242-6200.
Well, we're in the second half of this international heavyweight contest between South Africa's Corrie Saunders in the white shorts and Nikolay Kulpin from Russia in the gold shorts. A very good round for Saunders in the fifth round. He picked up the pace and he seemed to hurt the Russian on occasion. He has been tiring drastically in the last couple of rounds.
Yes, Saunders has come out far more confidently, looking more aggressive in this round, but still needs to show more confidence in the delivery of his punches. Not too sure about what he's doing there. The right hand is being slapped. It's not being pushed out like he should be to spearhead the opening for that left hook to go through.
There's no crispness. His punches are not crisp at all. He seems to be pulling, and he's got to set himself up for that right hand.
There's been a tendency, a good left hand bounced off Kulpin there. But there's been a tendency of Saunders in the past to paw with his hands. And
well, there was anything wrong with that left hand of Saunders that wasn't there because he gave it a full shot to Kulpin.
Kulpin took it well. He's taken all those shots pretty well because he keeps coming back. He's fighting there all the time. Well, tired looking, but he's still in there.
Well, he's never looked like going down at all, right throughout the fight, even though he's taken some good shots from Kulpin, from Saunders.
Saunders is right off target with his punching. That's one thing about him. Maybe the layoff has had some damage in that respect, but he's certainly not as crisp as he should be.
Not at all. He's a bit, he seems very slow tonight and ponderous. And even though he's coming finely tuned as far as his weight's concerned, there's very slow movement from Saunders. He's not moving as fast as we used to him moving around the ring. At the moment, it's all 1 for 1. There's no combinations coming in, and very little work coming from Kulpin. So very tired Nikolay Kulpin.
Yes, it's deteriorated this fight into a very ordinary mauling heavyweight battle because it looked so good at one stage. Oh, and that was a good left-hander from Saunders. It buckled Kulpin's knees, but Kulpin's right back there again.
Right, through rounds 2, 3, and 4, with a lot of action. Both boxers were giving their best, but it's become a real maul here in the 6th round.
Good punches going in from Saunders.
Oh, he's scoring
Fighting
pretty well
his
with that
time.
left hand.
But he doesn't seem to be punching with the
Authority
real
there.
full weight.
That's right.
I think
He
he's
doesn't
a
punch
bit,
the authority he normally does.
he's a bit scared to let the real weight of his body go beyond that shot.
He seems to be holding back.
Right, je kan hier ook op je kan een rij met je in die gym doen. Kijk wat je in die gym doen.
Wat is hij? Wat is hij? Doch вы делаете? Еще. На голову тебе. На левую тебе на голову. Что поможет? Тут что ли устраивает? Что там работает?
Ja, met een beetje meer werk nog hoor. Maar eerst nog man. Kom nou, ze doen bom, bom. Met alles gaan en om dan. Nee, om dan. En hij komt van zo is hier niet gym af. Want jij blijft het tegen, hij zie je gaan opstaan, hij zie je gaan wezen. Ga niet naar bom, dan begin je met je combinaties. Hij kan zie je gaan maar, dan doe je het.
Well, we're into round 7 and sort of slow motion round 5 and 6. But Corrie Saunders has done enough throughout the fight to have a rather commanding lead at this stage of the fight.
I don't think many people thought we'd see round 7. They imagined that Kulpin would be carried out long before this, but he's shown enough ability to take a punch. He came here with a reputation of having a good, strong jaw. And, well, let's say one thing. Saunders does lead the rounds, and he's certainly getting them in this fight.
Kulpin is really making him work here tonight. And he's a hard, strong man, is Kulpin. He never really looked like going down, even though he's taken some very, very good left hands from Corrie Saunders.
I'd still like to see the full weight of Saunders behind that left-hand blow. He's not letting it go with the full force. When he has hit Kulpin, it's hurt, but it hasn't really worried the Russian.
He seems to be holding back, and possibly he's still worried about the injury he received in that fight against Gary Lane in London in September last year. Well, there's only one shot at a time coming in from Kulpin. A very, very tight Kulpin. All he's doing now is surviving. That's all he's interested in.
And yet he's not running, which is the interesting thing. He's prepared to come forward.
Well, he's a tank, the Russian tank, and he's staying there, absorbing all the shots. Body got red welches on, and he's taken a lot of shots to the body. And even look at his back, I think that's from the ropes, big red wheels on his body.
Well, you can see why he's gone the distance with people like Elderson Rodriguez in Brazil. He can certainly take a crack. I don't think Johnny Nelson is a puncher, but Rodriguez certainly is.
He's a tough one, is Rodriguez, and now we know why he's picked 10 rounds with Rodriguez. And Corrie Saunders going to do something very special here to knock him out, because...
Well, he claims he's never been on the floor, which looks quite possible.
I can believe that, because he can absorb a punch very good.
And there he landed a very good left hand. The crowd now starting to give it the slow hand clap. They're not impressed. It's a pretty boring heavyweight go.
Well, it's slowed down considerably it's the 7th round, and very little action coming from either fighter. One punch at a time. You see no combinations, and that's not good enough.
Well, you know, the heavyweight division internationally is pretty poor these days, but I think Saunders will have to pull out something a little bit more decisive and interesting than this if he really wants to get among the big heavyweight states.
In the international scene, this is not going to do him very good. But then again, he's been out for a long while, and with the injury to hand, I suppose, you've got to give him all credit for staying there so long.
Have you ever created or invented a new product? Don't just let it sit there. Do something about it. Call the Inventor's Helpline with offices worldwide. You'll receive free confidential forms and useful information describing the invention process. And when you call right now, you'll also receive a free brochure which tells you how to begin to develop your new idea. So get the ball rolling. Pick up your phone right now and call for your free inventor's kit.
For free information, call 800-977-5700.
This could be your arm. This could be your chest. These could be your shoulders. This could be your thigh. This could be your stomach. This could be your back. This could be your body. This could be the way. The Soloflex Muscle Machine, just $39 a month. Call now for a free brochure.
Get in closer, work more, get more into the body. And that's what he needs to be doing.
Well, you know, right throughout the fight, he's been turning his head, watching the corner. Well, it's all very well, but he can get tagged just now at the right hand.
Flurry of blows coming there, but sort of patty cake punches. Nothing really powerful from Saunders at that stage.
Well, Saunders got his second win. He's up on his toes and moving around the ring like we know he can do. The first time we've seen him do this right throughout the fight. Definitely looking the better of the two at this stage of the fight, here in round 8.
Well, with a weary Russian in front of him, he should be able to bring out his best now. Certainly if he's got a second win, because this is the opportunity to do it. The fight's progressing to a point now where Kulpin is doing no more than just, as you said earlier, surviving.
Well,
he's not really doing
much
anything.
left in it. He's a very, very tired man, and he's just hoping to stay in there because his mouth's open. It's been open since about the 6th round, and he just wants to survive.
And yet what is Saunders doing? I mean, he's not really showing much at this stage, trying to get the right hand going, which hasn't been much of a jab right through the fight. Now he's trying to jab with it.
Well, he's jabbing on Kulpin's gloves, and to me that's no good. He's got to jab his head off.
One would expect, there's now the left hand goes. We expect you to see him move in closer and throw the left.
If he listens to his corner, this is what he's got to do. He's got to move inside, open him up with a jab, and let that left go. He's trying, but quite surprising. Kulpin moves on the inside, and it's good defense from Kulpin there.
Bangs
Good
away.
evasive tactics from Kulpin.
Banged away with 3 good punches to the ribs.
Slow down, consider. I suppose it's understandable. 2 big men. They gave it a good go for round 3, 4, and 5, and possibly took too much out of them. But they slowed down considerably in this 7th round, or 8th round of the fight.
There Saunders landed with a pretty useful left hand to the head. It straight away allows Kulpin to get in and do the mauling instead of stepping back, looking for his opening and landing with another one.
It's a rather disappointing performance here from Corrie Saunders tonight. We expected much better performance from him. Of course, he'd been training so hard, he pulled his weight down, his body's looking good, but he kept lacking something. Maybe he's a bit stale or overtrained, I don't know what it is, but he's not sharp at all.
And when he does walk in, it's Kulpin who lands with a short right to the head.
Well, a very disappointing round there from both fighters. Kulpin did very little, and Saunders not much else.
Поглубже, подыши. Подыши поглубже. Хорошо. Дай подыши. Собрано, Коля. Не давай, ты ему даешь отдыхать, ты даешь ему гулять. Что ты даешь ему гулять? Так не даешь победы.
Here we see a little bit of the action from that round. If not that there was much action in it, but Saunders pouring out with that long left of his, trying to get home, but he's throwing it from too long a range. He needs to get in closer.
All mauling and nothing much else. Very few decent punches coming in that round.
Well, we're going into round 9. I believe the Russians are 2-1 up on us in the Davis Cup. Tomorrow will be the decider. Let's hope that we can get a South African decider here tonight. Corrie Saunders, I think, is ahead in points, but certainly not a decisive performance by either man.
Oh, look, there's no doubt that Saunders is well ahead, but it hasn't been a good performance from Saunders. It's been rather slow, Lazy stuff from Corrie Saunders.
And even the tired-out Kulpin is still able to catch Saunders with that left hook of his as he moves in.
As you spoke, another one coming in. Saunders looks the fitter of the two at this late stage of the fight, but he's not doing much effective punching.
Oh, that was one good left. That was a good left from Saunders. That landed in
Don't let
Kulpin.
more of them go, because those are the kind of shots that could get him an inside distance win over here.
Badly off target. The aim is bad. The target scope just isn't there.
Well, very much coming from Kulpin, only an odd shot and just leaning on there and throwing the odd right hand.
And yet there's the left jab of Kulpin that landed. He gets his hands up. Oh, and the gum shield comes out as the left hand rattles off of his jaw. That was a good short left from Saunders. Saunders needs and a good left hand glancing blow. But Saunders needs to do more of that.
Well, there's a good play there from Saunders. When he throws combinations, he looks good. He was throwing right to left, and it looked good. He's going to throw more of it because he stuns the Russian and he lets him off the hook.
Bangs his head back with that left hand. This Russian is tough. Give him that much.
Oh, very, very tough. He's taken some excellent shots in this round. And it's been all Corrie Saunders going round 9.
Harold Volbrecht in the corner telling him, push him off, push him off. Don't let him lean on you.
Now he's setting him up with that right hand, the right jab, which he should have done long ago. Earlier in the fight, when he sets him up with the right hand, he opens up for that left, and this is what's scoring for Saunders.
Back into the maul they go. Wrestling, mauling.
I suppose they're tired after a little bit of action, so they've had to take a bit of a breathing out.
Saunders walks in there, gets clipped himself with a left hand to the head, but does get in with a couple of nice left hands of his own. Surprising, two big men like this, the power isn't really there. And that's a good right hand from Kulpin that bounced off Saunders.
Saunders doesn't get careless because one right hand can turn this thing right around.
Why settle for a half a workout on an ordinary treadmill when you can get a superior total body workout? Introducing the incredible new WalkFit from Nordic Track. Unlike ordinary treadmills, WalkFit's unique design lets you exercise your upper body and lower body at the same time. You get a fast, effective total body workout that burns up to 1,000 calories per hour. Whether your goal is to lose weight, tone muscles, or relieve stress, you can do it all with the WalkFit Total Body Treadmill from Nordic Track. Clinical tests show you can burn up to 79% more calories than with ordinary treadmills, up to 1,000 calories per hour. The unique upper body motion and lower body resistance actually results in a 53% greater cardiovascular workout than with ordinary treadmills. And WalkFit has no motor. It's safe and easy to use. Unlike motorized treadmills, you control the pace. There's no herky-jerky starts and stops. The WalkFit has separate resistance settings for arms and legs, so you can design a workout that's right for you. With its select wood construction and sturdy 14-gauge steel poles, WalkFit is really built to last, and you get a 30-day in-home trial and 2-year limited warranty. It's easy to enjoy Nordic Track's WalkFit in your own home.
Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Calling this number right now could be the best thing you'll ever do for yourself. Nordic Track is America's leading fitness company, and we have a fitness solution that's right for you. So call now for a free video and brochure.
You know regular total body exercise combined with a sensible diet helps you burn more calories so you can lose weight safely and keep it off. Why wait a minute longer? Call our toll-free number now and receive a free information-packed video and full-color brochure showing how you can get started on an exercise program you'll really enjoy and stick with. Don't settle for half a workout when you can get the superior total body workout you've always wanted with WalkFit from America's #1 fitness company, Nordic Track. Call today. After all, it's from Nordic Track.
It's yours? Who taught you how to do this stuff?
I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Well, we're going to round 10, the last round of this heavyweight fight, which hasn't been a very exciting fight. And there's no doubt that Corrie Saunders is well ahead, and only a knockout can save the fight for the Russian.
Well, I don't think the Russian's got enough in him to knock Saunders out at this stage. He's a very tired man, and the odd punches he throws really haven't got a lot of power in them.
Corrie Saunders was very disappointing in the early part of the fight. He seems to have picked up his pace here in the latter part. From about round 7, he started picking up the pace, and he's been looking much, much better.
Kulpin getting a warning for low blows. Not that they worried Saunders very much. But once again, Saunders allowing himself to be pulled into the maul.
Got to get in close and let that left hand go.
Aiming more with the left hand now. Blood coming from somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it's on Saunders' elbow, and I imagine it's either from the mouth or the nose of the Russian. There was another good left that went in.
Those are the shots we like to see from Saunders. Possibly a little bit of ring rust, and now he's got himself going in his last few rounds, looking much better.
Oh, and another left, and Kulpin's hurt by that one. That's better punching from Saunders. He needs to be doing more of it. Dang. And Kulpin takes a walloping left on the head and comes right back with his own right hand to the body.
Well, I don't know. He's a very tough man, as this Nikolay Kulpin. Never looked like going down at all. Right throughout the fight.
He's there. He's been all 10 rounds. He's been fighting the whole way. At times maybe mauling a bit too much, but he's given Saunders the kind of work Saunders has been needing.
Well, so Corrie Saunders is going to know he's been in the fight when this fight's over. He's taken a few good shots, and he's had a strong, heavy man leaning against him.
Kulpin in trouble. It was a right hand to the head, and then a left. And Kulpin staggered away from that. There's a welt coming underneath Kulpin's right eye now, and he's trying desperately to hang on, as Saunders now showing his best form of the fight, I think.
Well, Kulpin knows how to survive. When he gets hurt, he gets in close and holds on. And this is what he has to do, because he's taken all those shots from Saunders, and he's never, ever looked like going down. He's a survivor.
He certainly knows how to get in close. He clinches, and that's keeping him out of trouble.
Looks like he's going to last the distance. But possibly Saunders will win by a very, very wide margin here tonight.
Oh, it's a comfortable win for Saunders. No doubt about that.
And I wouldn't say it's been a very impressive performance for Saunders. Been a little bit disappointing. Possibly expected much more from him.
Perhaps it must be ring rust, and also a little bit of uncertainty about his own right hand, but that's the end of the fight.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter.
Hotter?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday? Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until July with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a Kenmore air conditioning system. State-of-the-art engineering means greater energy efficiency. A new Kenmore could save 10 to 44% on your annual cooling costs. In time, even pay for itself. Sears also offers fast emergency installation, a 5-year warranty on parts and labor, plus our satisfaction guarantee. And you know Sears will be there to back it up. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, no payments until July. Offer ends April 30th. So call now and see the cool side of Sears.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
The judges score this fight as follows. Judge Charlie scores the fight 98-94. Judge Van Leeuwenhoek scores it 98-94. Judge Taylor scores it 98-93. Full winner by unanimous point decision, Corrie.
Volvió 25 a 6.